Hello CE2 team, welcome today to College Station, Texas. This is our cereal rye, and we are going to go through the procedure for rye and wheat data collection procedure for prior to cover crop termination. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to get out our map, because you need to have your map and all the numbers. I would make sure you have your plot numbers that you decided on. We're now going to go over what equipment that you need for this procedure. And remember, please bring out your document that will give you the instructions, and that is at our Google Drive under the weed protocols. All right? They're under the final protocols, so you need to have this document to help you. And then again, once again, make sure you have your map with your plot numbers, because you will need that to write on your bag. And then you will need your bags, whatever type you use. We use brown paper bags for the dryers here in Texas. So you will need that, because you need to write on here. And then your quadrats. We have 4 of these quadrats. And just remember, the quadrats are built according to the drill width size in this document. All right? And I will talk about that a little bit more. And then you will need your cutting utensil for the cereal rye and the weeds and the grass weeds, and you'll need your marker. Remember, this is your guide sheet, so please use it. You are building your quadrat according to your drill spacing for your cover crops. So our drill spacing was 7.5 inches. So our quadrat size, the width is 22.5 inches by 34.5 long. All right? So those are our 4 quadrats, and then I place them. Now I want to show you how I place them. On page 2, it gives you a diagram of how to do that. So what I did was I took my quadrat and then I placed it so that 3 rows of the cereal rye are within there, just like it shows here. For each quadrat, okay, you're going to have 4 of these per plot. You're going to collect 4 different quadrats per plot. Per quadrat, you are going to have 3 bags, 1 for your cereal rye, 1 for your grass weeds, and 1 for your broadleaf weeds. All right, so that is actually a total of 12 bags per plot. And I have my bag now. So I am going to grab the plant here, and I am going to clip. This one belongs outside, so I'm kind of looking. Remember, I'm kind of making sure I'm being kind of picky about this, making sure I do this right. And because I want these quadrat sides on each one to be in between the rows, because that is why we made the quadrat the size that we did. All right, so I'm gonna clip this row now, and I'm gonna grab the plant and I'm gonna clip right at the bottom here. We want to get all the biomass. And make sure you have a big enough bag, because I was looking at my bag and I'm thinking, oh, I hope I have a big enough bag. So kind of check that out. And you would want to go out in the field and look at your plots before you get there. So go check out your plots for the day and say, okay, this is what I have now. This is about the size of the biomass. And so you have everything you need, so you're prepared. All right, so I'm just going to continue clipping until all of this biomass is harvested. And right now I'm looking and I do not see any grass weeds or broadleaf weeds at this point. So I'm kind of checking this out because I don't want to miss any. You don't want to go right away in the morning to collect biomass because it'll be too wet. So let the sun, dry up some of that moisture before you go and collect your biomass. There's our first quadrat harvested. And here's our bag, and then we're going to bring that to the dryer. So, for us, we make sure we bring this to the dryer right away. If you're in another situation where you might not get there for a few hours, you're going to have to strategize to keep your biomass cool enough so it doesn't respire. But as soon as I'm done, I'm going right to the dryer with this. And the instructions for the dryer and the temperature is also in that document.